Are you ready?
All right, it's been a crazy couple of episodes so far. These two episodes, very chill. Um, and one thing I wanted to comment on before we jump into this episode here is a lot of the stuff when seasons back in the day when seasons were so long, going 24, 25 episodes, a lot of the stuff was just fluff. I think they could accomplish more with less. Um, that's just my opinion. I think I do prefer, you know, when seasons are like, 13 episodes and just give us 1 hour episodes. I think you get a lot more accomplished that way. But back in the day, they had to worry about, getting advertisement and stuff being ran on the network and stuff like that. So, shows that should, only be, I mean, you're only getting like, 35 to 40 minutes of footage anyways. I mean, that seem like you're sitting there watching the show for an hour, but going through commercials and stuff like this take you to the full hour, but you're only really getting about 40 minutes, of the show. You know what I mean? If you look at most of these episodes are like 40 minutes. So you get us that much. And between going through that and the previously unlost, you know what I'm saying? You get close like 40 minutes, right? So I love the new thing that they're doing now. Whether you're gonna drop the entire season on whatever platform, whatever streaming platform or whatever the situation is, it works. It works. I think that way, I think we're transitioning as well into that new age of TV where whether it's on demand on like Hulu, you watch the episodes drop every week still, even though they have the whole season prepared, because it's not like these people out here still filming like back then when they used to still be filming while the season is going on. Sometimes you get what I'm saying. That used to happen, not for every show, but for a lot of times with the shows that, what I'm saying, like they essentially record the entire season in like a certain amount of months time, right? And sometimes because the seasons were so long, it would run into the fact that when the season started, right, like in the fall or whatever the situation is, they would still be filming and stuff for like the end episodes of the season and stuff like that. It will kind of roll into each other because these people, it's not like they're doing this all year round. They take breaks like everybody else. They take breaks from work, while the season is going on. They got to do promos for the season. They got to go do talk shows. They got to go do this, look pretty and go do the promos. So it is what it is. But I think I like the format that we have nowadays better for newer shows. Do a short season, drop the whole season, or do it week by week still a short season, but you get a full 1 hour episode, or even 50 minutes, whatever the situation is. It just works. You get what I'm saying? So when a lot of times you watch certain episodes, and even though there's still information in them, there's a lot of fluff. That's what it is. Like it's not easy to go 20 25 episodes and not have something. I mean, how long are you gonna stretch out this storyline? You know what I mean? There's got to be some fluff there, and I think the last episode was absolutely necessary in some ways. Yes, some things that happened were necessary, but others it's like them just going like a slice of life episode, as we call them. Anyways, let's jump into the reaction. I'll see you guys for the review.
Hey, Jack, you see my boy when you were out there?
No, he was at the caves.
Yeah, he took his dog for a walk. Told him to stay close as usual. You listened to your old man when you were 10, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I listened, maybe a little too well.
This is the one. This is definitely my baby's crib.
Oh, finally we get
Beautiful.
to see what
It'll
happened.
look great in the alley we'll be living in. This is 3 months rent.
Oh,
I know you're excited, but Michael, we can't afford this.
Our baby in this crib? Come on. That's a happy kid. Hey, I talked to Andy. He said he could throw some work my way. I'm just gonna take a break until you finish law school. Pass the bar, get hired by some fancy-ass, high-paying law firm.
Somebody's got it all figured.
Yeah, for her.
Painting eventually. Meanwhile, you can support me and Walt in a manner to which we'll soon become accustomed.
Walt, huh?
I'd like to do that, you know? Name him after my dad.
Well.
Walter Lloyd.
Lloyd? Oh, all right. That's why you won't marry me. It's not that you think marriage is too prosaic. You just want to have your last name.
Hey, you want me to agree to Walter or what?
Well, when you're already a bitch. Yes, I'm pausing this early. I don't care. Okay, so now we figured out why she eventually left him. Because possibly, I mean, with all that, what he's talking about, this man has, I hate to say it, but he's a beta. He's a beta by all means. How are you sitting here dependent or waiting on your wife to finish law school? Or they're not married yet, right? But you're waiting on her to finish law school so you can so she can take care of y'all, so you don't have to have a job. What are you, a hippie? And so you can do art? Man, if you don't get off your ass and go do something.
Focus on it. All right? Picture it in your mind's eye. You know
How
what that
he-
is, right? The mind's eye?
Like a picture in your head? Or...
That's right. Now do it again. But see it. See it before you do it.
Whoa.
Yes!
I knew you had it in you all.
It was weird. I actually saw it in my mind or something, like it was real.
Who's to say it wasn't?
Hey! What the hell is going on?
So dangerous.
You gave my boy a knife.
You should have seen what...
Hey, don't tell me what I should have seen, man. We were back home, I'd call the police on your ass. Encouraging a kid to sneak away from his parent? Giving him a knife like this?
Walt knows his own mind.
Hey, don't talk to me about my son like you know him.
You really need to calm down.
You keep playing my son against me. And I'm gonna have a...
The man said calm down.
What are you, his attack dog?
Easy. You're the one that was waving the knife around. He was just trying to make sure you didn't hurt someone. You know why he's formed an attachment to me? Because I treat him like an adult. You still treat him like a boy.
He's 10 years old.
He's been through more than most people in their entire lifetimes. You haven't spent enough time with him to see it, but he's different. As long as we're here, I think Walt should be allowed to realize his potential.
I mean, both of them are speaking kind of facts. Need to kind of stop cuddling him.
Stay away from
But
my
at the same time, he's still his
And
father,
me.
though. Like, if he's like, yo, don't do that with my son, you know, if I decide that he needs to learn that, then I can teach it to him. All right, so baby is
You're
born.
not taking him. You're not taking my son. You can go if you want to, but Walt stays with me. You're talking about going to
What's her name again?
Just you and
Is
him.
it
How
Allison
that a
Tyler?
discussion?
I
It's an
can't.
offer, Michael, and that's
What's
where
her
the
name
job
again?
is.
You said you were happy. What about the legal clinic being a good fit? You said
Oh,
that.
that's
This
not
is a
Allison
huge
Tyler.
opportunity. You know I've always wanted to do international law.
Am I supposed to be happy for you over here for your huge opportunity?
So why don't you just go with her?
Babe, I thought that was... Hey, we said a lot of things. You said you wanted to live on a boat.
I still love you.
Babe, we got problems, right? That's what people have. You want to go to counseling? I'm down with that. Let's go. All right? You already took it, didn't you?
Yeah, because
Job.
her career is more important. What do you think was gonna happen? Never.
Worked in months. I'll provide for him. I'll give him everything he needs.
Except for his dad. He's not going with you. So no!
You really want to argue with me about this?
Hell yes! There are laws against this kind of thing.
We're not married, Michael. I'm his mother, and I'm steadily employed. Who do you think the court's gonna side with?
Ouch. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why it ain't even about him being out here in the jungle. He's got skills, right? He's got skills, but he's not taking charge of the situation. From the way how you hear him talk, you know what I'm saying, he's the kind of guy that's like, oh, it's 50-50 or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you put her on the pedestal. You put her out there for her to do something like this. Because you see, I'm not saying that when a woman is making more than you, that she can't still submit. But you're the one that didn't demand that submission. You didn't ask her for it. You basically put her as the head of the household. From the first scene that we saw, you basically told her what is going to happen. And when that happened, what do you think was going to happen? Hypergamy is a real thing, my friend. Women don't necessarily want to be with men that they're making more money than. Especially in a situation like this, you didn't even marry her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much going on here that proves that he's just not that guy. Even in the relationship, he's just not that guy. And it's like, yes, and this is what practically happens. Women will do this and then they regret it later. Now, you want to listen, in this situation, he was in the wrong in the first place, but now, you know, she making this decision as in taking his father out of his life for the kids. When kids come in the picture, you parents, you're not the priority anymore. The kids are the priority. You gotta make the decision what's best for them. Oh, I'll give him everything that he needs except for his dad. That's very true what he said. He's speaking facts. Both of them making good points, as I said, right? But you can't take the kid away from his father because of your job, man. You gotta figure something out to let him still be present. Yeah, you don't have to be with him because he's you know what I'm saying, he's not the best dude, or whatever the situation is. Like, he's not the best dude. Obviously he's not the best dude. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get something done that's steady. You gotta get something done. Find a regular job, whatever the situation is, so that you have some sort of leverage in the relationship as the man. I don't care what other people may say. As I've talked about in the last couple of episodes, traditional gender roles are there for a reason, man. There's things that women are good at. There's stuff that men are just good at. And we all got to play the roles of it. Don't stop trying to do things that you're not compatible to do. Or because you're a human being too, you feel like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it too. It doesn't work like that. Kids need both their parents. They have a higher success rate. It doesn't mean that it can't fail as well, but that child has a very high chance of being successful in life when they have both parents present. The statistics have proven it time and time and time again. When you are fatherless, especially when you're fatherless, you are more likely to make bad decisions, to go to jail. You're more likely to be homeless. You're more likely to end up in the worst situations in the world especially when your father is not present in your life. The statistics has proven it. Now, people can argue and say, oh, you're a product of your environment. That environment does include your father, and your father will instill, if you're a good dad, will instill certain values inside of you that you're not going to get from your mother. I promise you that. Because men and women view the world differently. Period. That's just how it is. Sorry. Women, your emotions are all over the place. Fathers are a lot more logical. It's just what it is. Anyways. And he's probably been trying to... I wonder why he went to get his... I heard that... I don't remember. Did he say that she died? I don't remember.
It's not goodbye forever.
Just don't know how to talk to him. How to get him to, understand I'm on his side.
I missed his whole childhood. So.
can't grow up here. Can't grow up in this place.
Unfortunately, you really don't
Once
have
I
a
realized
choice
these
on
are
that matter
creations
right
of
now.
coordinates,
It's gotta make
latitude and
do.
longitude. I assumed the French will.
But when I laid the pages down like this, I realized it wasn't showing the location of the island. I think it's a location on the island, specifically here.
So where are we in relation to the triangle?
Well, the map is hardly at scale, so I don't know.
We're not even sure it's a map of this island, are we?
What are we talking about doing now? Looking for another excuse to get chased down and killed by whatever lives in the jungle? Guys, we can't keep doing this. We need to get off this island.
You think any of us want to be here?
No, but I don't think anyone wants to get off as much as I do right now.
So are you suggesting something?
Yeah. We build a raft.
You don't even know what's out there. You're just gonna go out in the
Those
middle of the
seats we
sea
took off
on a
They
raft.
float. And we got an axe. And a whole bunch of trees, bamboo. We can do this.
The chances of surviving the rough waters, the odds of finding a shipping lane.
And I get really seasick.
You know what? Great. Stay here.
Yo, this guy has the wrong type of optimism. Foolish optimism.
Let me talk to him.
He's 21 months old. He doesn't use the phone.
I'll do all the talking. I just want him to hear my voice. I miss him.
I know. Let me call you back, okay? This isn't a good time. Shh, it's Michael. I know.
Who's that?
Let's talk tomorrow, okay? I'll call you for more.
What the hell is going on?
What did I tell you, bro?
I've been seeing someone.
No, have been. You been seeing someone. You moved away with this dude.
Does it make any difference?
Who is it?
Brian Porter.
The guy who hired you.
It wasn't like that before.
So when you
Yeah,
said you needed time to
right.
think about us,
Yeah,
you were just
right.
No, I didn't.
No.
And I really
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Michael, don't. It's over between
lying.
us.
I'm not coming for you. I'm getting my son back.
Oh!
Put everything you find in different piles so we could take stock.
Am I being punished?
What, you think working with your old man is punishment? Oh, man. This is us taking control of our destiny.
Feels like punishment. I'm gonna get some water.
You okay? Could you bring me some? Please? Please and thank you. Gotta work on that.
Hi. So you guys just gonna keep coming back without any food? Hey, I'm serious.
Uh-huh. Shannon, you've been a functioning bulimic since junior high. Thought you'd be excited about dropping a size or two.
Well, since you're not having any luck with hunting, maybe you should help Michael. He's building a raft. Why don't you help me?
No thanks.
That man has had an epiphany. It's like, you can't just sweet talk me into doing shit for you no more. I'm over you. You're dead to me.
He's not the boss of me.
Man, he cares about you, and you need to show him respect. I'm serious, Walt. You're not to come to me anymore. I was just coming to see...
I told you to stay away from my son!
He didn't. I was just giving
I don't
some...
want to hear from you.
I was just giving him this pencil to give to you. I thought you could use it. Consider it a peace offering.
I get you with my son again. I'll kill you.
You're a jerk.
What'd you say to me?
Mr. Locke didn't do anything wrong. He's my friend.
He's not anymore. I'm looking out for you.
You don't care about me. You never cared about me.
What?
You only showed up after my mom died? Where were you when I was growing up, huh? Nowhere.
It's complicated.
I don't even care. You're not my father.
Ouch.
You want to hate me? You want to punish me for something I can't change? Fine. But you will listen to me. Now, you get over there. And you stay there.
What happened to his mom? That's what I want to know. What the hell happened to her?
That's really wonderful.
Oh, thanks. For my son. Gonna be 2 next week.
Yeah? I didn't know you have a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. He lives in Amsterdam with his mom.
About a joke.
I don't know. What kind of joke?
How about what's black, white, and red all over?
Yeah, newspaper, right?
A penguin with a sunburn.
That's really tough.
Trust me, mother of four talking here. He'll get a kick out of it.
That's not Allison Tyler.
I had to hear about
I'm
your
thinking
accident
about
from him.
somebody
You
else.
should've
I
called
can't
me.
remember her name.
Yeah, well, considering how our last conversation went.
I'm so sorry about that.
Are you
Pretty
know?
well.
No, he's at home. Nurses say you're expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah, after a year of physical therapy. A year? What is this about?
Brian and I are getting married.
The fuck? She doesn't even believe in marriage.
No, you don't have to say anything. Just listen. Brian's taking over the firm's Rome offices,
Sounds like Brian's on a roll.
and he wants to adopt Walt.
Nigga, what? I will punch you in the face. This. I'm trying to control myself because you set yourself up for failure. He set himself up for failure. That whole thing he talked about when he was in the store with her while she was pregnant. Oh, I'm waiting on you to give me to graduate from law school and some fancy firm take you up so we can live off of you or some shit like that. You set yourself up for failure in this relationship, sir. And it's hard for me to feel sorry for you, but at the same time, even though you set yourself up for failure, you do not deserve this. You don't deserve this. Subsequently, all of this is a result of that decision by marrying a woman that's not submissive. He didn't marry her. I keep saying that he married her. Being with a woman who's not submissive in any way, that's not going to look up to you for anything in any way. So you already put yourself in a bad position by you being submissive to her will. So at any minute she could just get up and leave with your son, which is what she did. Then you mentioned that she doesn't believe in marriage. She didn't want to marry you. And when a woman don't want to marry you, bro, leave. Leave, man. Leave. A kid was already involved. You should have been planning like, this is how it's going to go because I can't be with you. We can't be together. So we going to figure something out. I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to get this done. Right? Imagine you supporting someone, the mother of your child, throughout all of what she wants to do. And then when you're looking for her support, she is nowhere to be found because now she sees you. She does not respect you anymore. And I can bet you my entire life savings, she was screwing around with Brian or whatever his name is before she left them, before she left with the son. That was the reason, because she was already in love with somebody else. Right? She was already seeing somebody. I said it before it was revealed. She was already, I'm telling you, bro. Almost 100% of the time, this is what happens. Because hypergamy. Now she married somebody. Now she's going to marry somebody that's what? Making equal or more than hers. Hypergamy is a real thing. Don't forget it. The whole adopting his son, nah, we ain't going for that. Let me hear how he responds to this.
I know this is hard, but just think about it. You can keep holding on if you want, but ask yourself, why you're doing that? Is it really for him? Or is it for you?
Trying to reason with me about my own son right now? What? About somebody else adopting my son.
I know where he's gone.
Where the hell is he? What?
I'm not in the mood for your games, man. Where's Walt?
Walt's not here, Mike.
Don't lie to me.
Hey, man, he's not here. Look around.
I'm not talking to you.
I told him this morning that he couldn't be around me anymore. Trying to respect your wishes. Let's go find your boy.
I mean, I have a journal. If somebody reads my journal, I could give two shits. I mean, for all I know, my girl reads my journal anyways. I don't really care if she does or not.
Come out, Vincent! What's wrong?
Vincent! Good.
You should have seen him trying to weasel his way out. Anything not to let the case go forward. He was arguing it wasn't his jurisdiction.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I wish I was. Same argument, third time in a row.
You okay?
I think I'm feeling kind of fluey.
Shouldn't we be studying birds of Egypt
You
or
haven't been
something?
sleeping much lately. Maybe you need to take a personal day.
Leave me in. That's too much.
Hey, Brian, look. Look. We're not looking.
Oh my God.
A bird just flew into the... That's
Okay.
weird.
Vincent!
Yeah. Can I help you?
I'm Brian Porter.
Susan know you're here, man?
Susan died yesterday.
Shit.
She, turns out she had a blood disorder. She was only sick for about a week.
She
Sit
had
down.
sickle cell? The hell?
And Walt? How's he,
He's fine. He's back home with his nanny.
But you left him home after he just lost his mother?
Before she died, Susan, she told me she wanted you to have custody of Walt.
She what? Been his father in 9 years.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. And I was honest with her from the beginning, but she wouldn't hear it.
Hear what?
That I
Didn't want
didn't
kids?
want to be a father. All right? I just don't know how.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about, man? You adopted him.
Yes, I did. Because she wanted that, and I wanted her. And these are 2 tickets. It's one round trip, the other one way, Sydney to New York. The envelope has money in it for travel expenses. Okay? Don't you
I'm supposed to give a damn about you?
Hey, I just lost the woman I love, all right? I can't be his father.
Now
He's
you
not my
son
son.
of a bitch! What the hell are you talking about? You're the only father he knows.
It's more than that.
Well, then what?
There's something about him. Sometimes when he's around, things happen.
What the hell with you? Walt?
This way.
What's that?
Something I think Walt should have.
It's not a dead bird. Oh, all the letters. It's probably all the letters he wrote.
Listen, I can't explain how sorry I am about your mom. You should know that we loved each other very much when we had you. Walt, can I know this is really hard to understand all this. Brian loves you very much. And he wants you to stay with him, but it's not his choice. It's mine. I'm your legal guardian. Hey, Walt!
Dad! Dad! Where are you, Dad?
Hang on!
Dad!
Walt! No, I'm tonight. Come here.
Dad!
Hey, you okay? Are you okay? Look. Okay, lock now! Hold on! Just glad you're safe.
But Vincent, he ran off again.
He found his way back to you once, Walt. He will again.
What's his name?
I got a
Michael?
present for you.
Yeah. Behind his back. That wasn't cool.
Every card, every letter I sent you over the last 8 years.
Wrote me?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't she give them to me?
I don't know. But she didn't throw them away either, which means, you know, somewhere inside she wanted you to have them.
A penguin with the sunburn? That's dumb.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Sayid, you have to hear this.
What is that?
It's Claire's diary.
You're reading her diary?
Yeah, I know. I'm bloody scum. Just listen to this. I had that weird dream again, the one with the black rock I can't get away from. I tried to leave it, but it won't let me.
The triangle on the map. Maybe it's the triangle on the map.
Maybe it's where Claire was taken. Maybe she's there.
Maybe. Charlie, we all want to find Claire. But there's no sense going out into the jungle in the middle of the night.
He might go though.
Don't think that whistle's working, John. You can't hear everything, Bowman. The sooner you learn that, the better. Well, I heard that.
Vincent.
Claire?
Claire?
Good times. That was a good episode. I like that episode. Got in my emotions there a little bit because I really do feel for, you know, for men out there that are, you know, go through the same thing with women, you know, that they love. You know, women, they do things, they, you know, they start to make a lot of money. They might end up making more money than you, and then they lose their respect for you, and they're probably screwing somebody behind your back, and it goes around and around and around and around. Like, you should look at the stats for this. It's ridiculously ridiculous. Shouldn't be happening, but it does happen. Okay, my hair is all over the place today. I don't know what's happening with my hair. You know what I'm saying? It just this side of my hair just feels like it's not gonna comply today. I'm just like, alright, bro. But this episode really brings me back to the age-old tale of just understanding why we are in the times that we live in when it comes on to modernness. Men and women alike have changed. You know, you have there's a lot of things when it comes on, and a lot of times when I talk about this, I'm talking about the Western world, or I should say a lot of first world countries. So like you're talking about Australia, the UK, United States of America, Canada, you know, places where, you know, this whole a lot of ideologies and stuff like that come into place. It's like everybody's out here trying to blame the patriarchy for everything, and all of these other buzzwords that you know the ones, you know what I'm saying. And I have just come to the conclusion that the world is just going nuts because nobody really knows what they want. They don't. It's like certain concept. We're trying to change the meaning of words. Is just so many different things going on in society today that you really do have to ask yourself, what is going on? You know what I mean? When it comes on to the court system, forget about it. When it comes on to family court and things having to do with custody of children and stuff like that, the mom 99% of the time will always get custody. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Whatever they came up with, I think a lot of this stuff is made to put men in the, you know what I'm saying? And they're not even thinking about changing these laws, even though we know that the majority of women is in the workplace these days. You get what I'm saying? In general, a lot of the women are in the workplace these days. A lot of them want careers. We got girls start an OnlyFans, make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me that the way how society treats men, especially in this country that I'm living in America, it's like men have no worth. You get what I'm saying? Yes, you have that 1% that succeed, top of the top men, you know, running the country, whatever the situation is, right? You have those dudes. I'm talking about your average dude that you will meet every day, that you'll see every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the men I'm talking about. They have, I mean, no respect whatsoever. And a lot of times you can make the argument that it's a product of their environment, yes, but also there's a reason why you have so many things like going on YouTube right now where you see a lot of men content creators, male content creators, right? You have a lot of them talking about this stuff and how downhill the society is getting. And then you had also on the other side of things, a lot of the younger generation as well, these young men, are not speaking up about it. They don't go against the grain. They try to be as politically correct as possible when we know they're thinking differently. We know they're thinking differently because that stuff that people talk about, it is not logical. There's no logic to it. There's none. It's all based on feelings. It's all feelings, okay? There's no logic to it. And if you're a real man that think logically, that look at the situation for what it is and actually dissect it, you will realize that there's a lot of logic there, right? You realize that you can logically dismantle a lot of these stupid arguments that people have when they want to push an agenda. Just how it is, right? So when I watch something like this and I see how it's portrayed, and this was back in the day, what was this, 2004? You know what I'm saying? 2004? I mean, this was 2004 before all of this other stuff that we've gone through in the last like 5 years or 10 years. All of this stuff that's been going on, we're in 2022. And it's only gotten worse. I didn't even know that this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about knowledge is extremely important, man, because it's so important to know. Because back then, 2004 is the year that I came to this country. It was 2004 was the year I came here, right? So it hasn't been 20 years since I've been here yet, right? It hasn't been 20 years, and I've been through enough shit since I've been here, right? But in some situations, when it comes on to this country and how I've seen how things have just ramped up, I've just ramped up over the years. You know what I'm saying? Just coming through. That's just, it's just craziness after the next craziness. And every time it seems like things were going to correct itself, it just seems to get worse. You know? And in a situation like this where I understand where that Walt wasn't there, it wasn't his fault why he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He was basically pushed in a corner. Mind you, he's not blameless in this situation because he's the one that chose this. He put her on a pedestal. That stuff shouldn't even matter. You're going to do what you got to do to make sure that your family is okay. It ain't on her, and you should never put that on a woman, because as soon as a woman start making more money than you, she loses respect for you. 99% of the time, that woman is not going to want to be with you anymore. Hypergamy is a real thing. Okay? It is a real thing. Women either want you on their level or better than them. Simple. And trust me, they've tried it. They've tried it. They've tried to be in relationship with dudes that they're making more money than. It never ends up going anywhere. I don't want to say never. But it's a very low the percentages are very low for that success. For it to succeed. You know what I'm saying? It's very low. Because it's hard for women to stay submissive to a man that's not in command, that's not in charge. And for the most part, most men is not going to be in charge. They're not going to put their foot down if she's bringing in most of the bread, right? If she's bringing in most of the bread, it's very hard for you to put your foot down and talk and tell her anything. You know what I'm saying? And tell her anything. And that's what makes it, most of the time, not being successful, right? So this episode kind of triggered me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It triggered me a little bit because I have a lot of friends that go through similar situations where they're trying to just be a father to their kid, especially when it's a situation where their mom deliberately leaves the relationship or cheated or something like that, and they just have this thing where it's just like, oh, the mom should still get the kids even though probably she's not even working and not doing anything, and I'm still the one that's working, I'm still the one that's providing and whatever, and because we split, she still gets custody. That's preposterous to me. I understand that women have, you know, they nurture. I get all of that. If I was supposed to choose between, you know what I'm saying, who, if I should leave my kid in the care of women or in the care of men, I'm going to choose the women every time because they know how to nurture. But in certain situations, it's not always the best decision for the child. It's not always the best decision for the child. I think what the law should say is that no, you, if the dad wants to be in the kid's life, you gotta allow that. I don't care what you have to say. And he's not gonna support your lifestyle with child support either, right? I think they should have a solid law about what's taken into consideration when it comes down to where the kid should go or who should have custody. Not necessarily full custody. I think full custody is should only be in cases of like abuse. You get what I'm saying? In case of like abuse, or another example would be like if, you know what I'm saying, the dad is like in and out of jail or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like those extreme situations where there's probably domestic abuse or something of the sort. You get what I'm saying? Like to the extreme where, you know, the dad is probably hurting the mom or something like that, and they have to split and they get full custody. I think that's the only time that full custody should be considered, and not even considered, that it's a must, right? But in regular situations where it's just like, okay, he's still providing, you guys don't like each other anymore, I think they should be forced to have split custody. Whereas in, you got him for 3 days, I got him for 3 days, or whatever, or we share a Sunday together or some shit like that. But there gotta be shared custody in those situations always, and it's not gonna be, oh, we're just gonna get child support and support you. Like I think the fact of the matter is that you split, both of you guys should go live each other's lives separately, and we come together to take care of the kid. You're putting, you know, we hold both of these parents accountable for the child. You go work, you bring in $1,000, you go work, you bring in $1,000. That $2,000 goes towards the child. I think that's how it should work. But no, we can't do that. We can't do that. But anyways, not to get too much into that side of things. Don't want to get too political because people always get weirded out. But whatever the situation is, I think that's just how it should work. And I feel for this. I feel for Walter a lot when it comes on, not Walter, but he was in the middle of it. And I do feel for him. But at the same time, it's like he don't understand what his mom did. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand what his mom did. But in any case, you get the point. Both of them was wrong in some certain things that they do. I think Michael should have been more assertive in this relationship, and he wasn't. He was a soy boy, man. Like, let's just be honest. He was soft. You know what I'm saying? He was soft, and you can see it. I used to be that guy. Man. And I had to break out of that. I'm so glad that I've broken out of that. It was a soy boy, man. I was a soy boy too. You know what I'm saying? Just taking shit from women and stuff like that, putting them on a pedestal, Not anymore. Anyways, this was an incredible episode, man. Loved it. The acting was great. I don't remember that lady's name, and I can't remember her name, and I've watched her in other shows as well. But I can't remember her name. It's not Allison Tyler, or Ashley Tyler, or whatever her name is. If you guys know who I'm talking about. A tall lady, man. I think she's like over 6 feet, if I remember correctly. She's very tall, the lady that I'm talking about, but that's not her. They look similar, but this girl is from I'm trying to remember where I've seen her in another TV show as well that used to I just can't remember what it is right now, but I'll probably look it up. Anyways, this was an incredible episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me ranting on and on and on and whatever. It is what it is. Leave a like, leave a comment. Catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.